Hello and welcome to my channel, and today it's finally happening. I'm doing my spare drill storage. So yeah, I've only been talking about doing it for like 2 years at least, but today is the day, and today we are going to be doing square and resin drills. So this template is actually one that I made myself because there's a story behind that, because I was originally going to use Joan Diamond paints because she had 80 stickers to a sheet. So I bought some stickers that was 80 to a sheet, only to find out that hers go 4 across and have an extra row at the bottom. Mine went 5 across. So I had to redo the template, but that was good. It worked out well because I found out all sorts of mistakes on there, including not one but 2 drills that do not exist anymore. So one of them didn't ever exist, and one of them has been retired. So I think Joan got all her information from GemsFlow, because that's one of the places I looked as a source myself. And so it's all wrong. So I think probably just what happens is everybody copies everybody else, because it is quite a lot of it. This took me a very long time to do. Oh my God. But yeah, I think just because there's so much work involved, everybody just sort of copies everybody else and doesn't double check. I double checked. So yeah, that's many hours of my life I will not get back. The addition as well at the end, I do have the 6000s, which are the DAC exclusive colours. So we've got stickers for everything. And as I did make these myself, I'm going to put these up on Ko-fi for free. You do not have to pay for these. A free download, but I preferred that to, I thought about Dropbox or something, but I didn't want to link anything to my personal account. So yeah, I've got a Ko-fi. So if you are interested in seeing these stickers for a template to print out your own stickers, or if you want to just download a copy of the PDF just so you can cross-reference it and find out if you've got these rogue DMC colours that might be in your storage set, and you will be waiting forever for these drills to arrive because they do not exist. So I'll leave a link below in the description for that. And the other thing I'm doing differently, because apparently I'm a snowflake, I've got this. Oh, sorry, that's my overhead light. It's going to be all reflective. So this is the CADDY. Let's do it this way. And I'll get a bit of paper or something like that so that things don't reflect so much on it. Maybe I'll put it underneath. But basically, I think my bags are ever so fractionally wider than this, but I'm not sure what will happen when the drills go in, because at the moment they're this width, but when the drills go in, like, it makes them fatter, and so it might reduce the width. So I'm not sure if it's going to fit that way, but if not, definitely fit this way. So this is CADDY. This whole thing comes out. You can customize it if I wanted to do it, but I thought I'll keep it in, and then I don't have to worry about, well, obviously I don't have to do the polystyrene things, but also I don't have to worry so much about my bag slipping down, because they've got regular little walls. So that's what we're going to do. I'm pretty sure this thing comes off, because, like I say, it's a CADDY and you can wash it, but I don't know how. I don't want to snap it. Anyway, so what I'll do, which is best? No, let's try this. Okay. All right, forget that. I found out how to take off the lid. You just have to. There's like a little thing that pushes out. So we'll get rid of that, and hopefully a little bit less shine. It didn't work too well with the paper though, so we'll leave that like that. And we're going to go like this. Hopefully it won't be too annoying. And so I will leave a link to these, because believe it or not, when I looked these up, because I bought these as part of a multi-set, so I actually wanted a CADDY for tea bags, and so I was just going to buy one, and then they sold them in like sets of 3 and sets of 5, and by buying them a multi-pack, these are actually the same price as those cardboard photo boxes. So unless you can get those on offer, which sometimes you can. But yeah, these were not expensive. So I've got this one, and I've got one more that I can use for drills. And this is currently my disaster zone of where I keep drills. So that's where I keep my DAC rounds. I keep my DAC drills separate because they have different amount of facets. It's nothing to do with like the quality of resin and like, oh my god, they're so amazing. I have OCD tendencies, and they have different facets, so we do not like things that look different. So they have been so we probably won't be doing those today. It depends if there's a little section at the back. But I have got many. Now, most of these they're rounds. So a lot of these are special drills. You can tell I've been in my special drills recently because it's a hot mess and they're all mixed up. But some of these, and I think I've mixed up my, right, okay, I think maybe that might be a good sign because I did the little trial run and I had some of these, this sort of business card size to go, well, you'll see. Hang on, let me see if I can find one. And this, I did a dummy run, like this was last year to see, because I wanted the bags to stand up. And it was fine, but the minute that it started to fill up with drills, it pushed the cardboard up and I couldn't close the little lip. So that's why I went and bought, what have I done with them? Oh, I'm everywhere. You can tell I don't plan things out. I've got some scissors there. I bought these ones, which are actually the same size, but they're like the thick mylar. So they do stand up pretty well by themselves. And I figure with that and along with the walls, I do not need cardboard things. So let me pull out, I think what we'll do, we'll just assume, because my resin square drill spares are not that big, because obviously if you've been around my channel for a while, you'll know I'm doing a gigantic sort of cross stitch conversion, and that has 200 plus colours, which means a lot of my drills are all in that. So we're quite a small amount. Is that it? I think that, what's that? I don't know why I put Diamond Art Studio as being significant. Oh, I do know, actually. I think there was a different colour. For somehow, Diamond Art Studio's whites weren't as white, but I don't think I care about that, mixing them. But maybe I do. I've got the space. So maybe for key colours like that. Is that it? No, that's 3866. All right, I think for now, that's all my squares, because these are all special drills. And special drills, what's this? No. Special drills, I'll probably do another day in, and that's rounds. So I think we'll just go with that. Free advert for Skechers. Right. No surprise where I like to buy my trainers from. Right, so I've got them there just in case, because I do know, where did I see them? I do know I've got a couple of these bags. So how am I going to do this? Well, I've mixed all these up. So I think what I'm going to do is we're just going to go for this. If I put this here, let's put that there. If I put that there, we don't get so much glare. And I'm just going to pull out all the bags. I can't remember, well, not all the bags, well, a wedge of bags. I can't remember, I think I can't remember if there's 50 or 100 in this pack. But I do like them, they're nice thick ones. But yes, I will link everything below. The bags, the tea caddies, the stickers, just everything. If you want to know how I did this or where I bought this, yeah, we'll just go with that. So what I need to do is whether I want to decide to just put all my labels on a bag now, and even though they're empty. Let's see. I think I want to do these because I want to get these out of the way. So that's, and obviously I know where all the numbers are in this because this is in numerical order. So we will just do this, and 3866, 3866. And obviously this is also me testing. Now, I'm scared. I'm so scared because I know if I put this on wonky, I will go mad. Just let's do that. There we go. Move on. I think I'm just going to move the camera just a little bit. There we go. It just felt like I was stretching a little bit. So let's do this. So the colours do match-ish. Obviously the colours are only a guideline because one, it was just done from hex colours, and two, some of which were on the internet, but some of them, like, I just had to guess. Though that was mostly the 6000s from DAC. But yes, the printers print differently anyway, so it's just to be a guide. It's just to make sure that if it's not blue, I'll be like, hang on, that's not right. Right, so that's 3866. You see how it fits here just right. Just the right things, but I need a full bag to find out because it doesn't fit this way. Just because it's exactly the same size. I mean, it probably would if I took out the wall, but that defies the point. So 3866 will be at the back. So if we assume that I'm going to go up that way and then up that way for rows, well, we have that straight in the back, and it does stand up by itself. That's a win. Right, get rid of that empty bag. 3859. 3859. Right, bag first. Bag first. And 3859. So hello, welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. And welcome back if this is not your first time here. I hope you are all well and that life is treating you well, and that if life is not treating you well, I hope you get better. I hope it gets better for you soon. So this is Rosewood Light, and today we're all right. So yeah, this is basically me what's the word, proofreading, I guess, in a way, because I was so over these numbers. You would not believe how long this took me. Oh, they are quite big like that. It's fine. Right. Yeah, you would not believe how long this took me. Many hours. It took me a while to accept that I would have to do it all again from scratch anyway. There was like a certain amount of denial. 3856. That's that one done. Yeah, but sooner or later I had to accept my fate, because I was not by. I bought these stickers. Bought these sticker sheet. I'm like, no. 3838. I'm not buying more stickers because I've got nothing else to use these stickers on. So yeah, it would be a bit of a waste. I need to be careful. I'll peel them up. Peel them up. I don't know. I think it's just like there's a thing about me and paper. Like I like everything. It's like when I have a new notebook. I want all the pages to be like nice and crisp. And after I've gotten used to it, you know, inevitably I've like made my mistake and I've written on it and the folded a corner and stuff like that. Then I'm fine. But in the beginning, I'm just like I want to keep it perfect, and that is not realistic. Right, so 3838 is lavender blue. Get out. Yeah, let's do that. That goes in there. 3860. So yeah, I'm like, oh no, I'm bending the corner as I'm peeling it up. It's just like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Stop being so precious. Cocoa. I do want to try and get them on straight though. Yeah, straight enough. It doesn't have to be perfect. I need to tell myself that. It does not have to be perfect. It does not have to be perfect. It just has to be in the region of. Because when they're all fat and filled with drills and you've been thumbing through them and everything, it's just like they will get like crumpled because it's only paper. Right, 3860. That is. Let's try and keep them in the same order as I go. I will go through at the end and make sure they're all numerically right. 3861. 3861. That's Cocoa Light. But I might do that off camera because I don't need you. You don't want to suffer me going no, that goes there. No, that goes there. Just because that's how I am. Okay, stick down because I do not want to lose any of these stickers just because I've not been paying attention. As if I am the queen of not paying attention. I wing everything. It's just like, yeah, I need to. I can put it forward a little bit. Can't you? Do you know what? Let's do it here, and then you can see what I'm doing. And I can just pick them all up, can't I? 3861. Get rid of that. 3862. Let's see. I'm looking at this creased corner where I've just pulled it up from the label. and I'm like wanting to straighten it. Right, I need to keep a grip on these weird 3862, 3862. These weird sort of OCD perfection type things. And it's only when I'm starting something. When I'm starting something, it's just, yeah, it's just, I guess it's on my mind. And then after a while, I forget that I even cared. It's just that getting to that stage. So, do you know what? I didn't even plan about what to talk about today, which showed because I was just about to say, "How are you all?" When I've already asked that. I don't plan to treat it as like a whip and chat, because if I do that, I've got nothing to talk about in a whip and chat apart from anything else. When I do my chats, I repeat myself enough as it is without having to actually go out of my way to do it. Right, 3863, 3863. Another mocha. Oh no, I found a typo. That has got a T on the end. It should not be. It's a should be beige. Right, so I will fix that so that the version you download is correct. Editing me, because I watch all my videos back when I edit them anyway. So this is my cue to remember to fix that typo. That's why we're doing it. I don't mind messing up my own, but if I'm giving a copy out to everybody else, it's going to be so annoying. Just like somebody's like, no, that is not how you spell beige, unless it's meant to be bright. No, I don't think it's meant to be bright. No, it is beige. Look, I don't know what I was doing there. Maybe I've started to write bright. Yeah, that's what it is. Because Mocha Beige Light is next. So, have we done Mocha Light? I bet we have. Yeah. No, that was Cocoa Light. Yeah. Yeah, I've done a copy and paste and not idiot and not picked up all the things where I've replaced it. Right, let's get this. Trouble is, these bags are so empty. That is the case. That's why I've got little compartments. So that even though they'll be floppy, they're not as floppy as they could be. 3864. 3864. Peel that off and place it down. This is almost like a kitting up, because I'm not like looking at all the, shaking the drills and checking the numbers. Oh, sorry, if you can hear it, I have an ambulance. No, it's a police car going past. Sometimes the mic picks it up and sometimes the mic doesn't. Right, I've not stuck that down properly, so to fix that, get that closed. And that's the thing about plastic. Like, you got to make sure things stick down on plastic. Otherwise, they will take the first opportunity to peel up. Right, 3864. Unless these labels are rubbish, in which case I will be full of rage. I like my sticky labels to be sticky. Right, 3865, which is winter white. But yeah, I think I'm trying to remember. I did write it all down, so it's like in a README file that I attached to this, just so that I would remember. But it's oh no, that's slightly wonky. Can I save it? I can. That's fine. Just as I was complaining about how annoying plastic can be for sticking down, I don't really do it. Then it'll peel right back up again. I hope. If I've bought dud labels, I will be so mad. Right, so yeah, I think. Well, one of them, the discontinued one. No, there was 3 actually. I think one of them. Oh no, yeah, no, it was 2, but it was 809, 807, and 809, I think. So what happened is one of them was discontinued, I think. Oh look, I got static. Maybe I should have bought out some dryer sheets as well. 3865. What did I have at the back here? Right. But what's I saying? Yeah. So what happened is one of them, I think it was 807, got discontinued, and there was a match. There was something that was really, really, really close. Like, but it was a four-figure one. I can't remember. I don't know. Let's just say 3839 and 3706. That's on the other sheet. 3706. Melon medium. What was I saying? And what happened was they used a close match, and then eventually, because it was such a close match, they would start putting it, like on DMC. This is would put 807 and 3839 or whatever it was on the same label, like as if like to officially guide people there, and then it disappeared. So and they said it was basically the same one. So 809 is actually the same as 3839 or whatever it is. But in the meantime, just to complicate it, a lot of diamond painting places, at least, combined 807 and 809 as if it was the same colour. I guess just because it was so close. I don't know if this is a Chinese language thing, and they were just like, yeah, 807 is quite close to 809, so let's just put the two together. Or maybe it was 806 and 807. I can't. You know what? It's in the notes. And get out. Come on, where did it? You didn't want to get past that lip. So, yeah, basically, it was a hot mess at that one, where they was just like, no, it's discontinued. No, you can get this one instead, but it's a different number. But oh no, this one's getting combined. Right, 3706. So I can just go to the front. So I've got all the notes for that. So if you're waiting for 806 or 806, it is 806 and 807. If you've got an 806 in your stash that's waiting to be filled, but I think also what complicated is 3712. Because it used to exist, that's the thing as well. Like some of the older diamond painting, like I think probably more the budget ones. I'm not sure, but some places do still use 806. Some places combine 806 and 807, and some places are just like, yeah, no, this doesn't exist. But the closest match is 3839. So complicated. I don't know how these things happen. But yeah, so there's that, and then there's another one which I want to say it's a brown. I think it was this. So 898 does exist, but on a lot of guides there is 868, which they've put I think as a brown as well because it falls next to this. But 868 does not exist, and the theory is that a lot of people would look at their bags and see it upside down, and so because there are people out there who are convinced that 868 exists. Anyway, I was like, I've got to get to the bottom of this mystery. So I checked in multiple places, and including somebody who had actually written to DMC and said, does 868 exist? And they said it does not. But it's like, so it's just become this urban myth because people swear they've seen it, and they might have it in their collection, but really 868 is the same as 898. And there you go. Now you don't have to download. This is typical me, right? 3722. I'm like, download my sheet, and it'd be really good. It'd make me feel good if people download it. It's just like I feel worthy, I feel valued, and then I just give the reason for some people to, you don't have to download it. I will never make this is why I'm never in sales. I would never make a good salesperson. I can't even pimp my own stuff. Right, in there. 3722. I didn't bring a tray, so I have to be really, really careful. It's okay because these bags, some of these bags are smaller, but some of them are the same size, so it's literally just they all open up. 3722. 3722. We'll put that in there. There we go. So now we've got, whoops, and I say I've made it better. Look, I just stuck my finger down and messed it up. So these do kind of stand up by themselves. I feel like it does still have potential to slip, but I think that's because there's so much room in there still. We'll have to see. I think probably what I'll do is I'll start off, because I've probably only got enough for like maybe half of this to be filled. So yeah, 3740, 3740, antique violet dark. And it is indeed a purpley colour. If I've only got one typo in the whole thing, then that'll be a good day. Because I was going cross-eyed doing this. So if that's my worst sin, then we'll call that a win. So if you do download this and you do spot any mistakes, then obviously let me know and I will fix the file. And then you can re-download it because it will be free. 3740. See, I've only got a few in here. 3756. 3756. 3756. Baby blue ultra very light. I must say, some of these names are a bit of a mouthful. You can tell where they've just brought in new colours, and they're like, well, what do we call this one? Can't just call it blue, light blue, lighter blue, even lighter blue. It's just like, yeah. Right, let's open this because I want to put drills inside. That would be helpful. Get in there. Quite a few of those. Like I say, most of my spare drills are actually in my cross-stitch conversion. So, and when I dekit, I usually just stick a lot of them in there. Oops. Regardless of whether I need them. So that'd be nice. One of the reasons why I started, because I wasn't sure if I was actually going to start with my square resins. And then I thought, yeah, I should definitely have brought out some tumble dryer sheets, shouldn't I? 3756. I thought, yeah, on the rare occasion that I dekit, because I am very, very slow, then on a rare occasion I dekit, then I can actually dekit on camera, because otherwise all I do is stick it in my cross-stitch conversion, or I stick it in the bag here. Whereas now, if I run out of drills on my cross-stitch conversion, and it's not in my special cross-stitch conversion box, I could just look in here, can't I? If I run out. Look, that's what the spare drills are for. Apart from 310. 310 and 939, I know I'll always need that in that other painting. It needs something like 45,000 of each. Crazy amounts. Right. Get in there. I don't know if it's just they were staticky before, or whether it's because of these bags. Never really thought about it. I didn't test it. 3770. I am trying to get it in order as we go. The more I get it right now, the less I have to fix at the end. All right, 3781. 3781. Sunny day today. So it's middle of September. So I will take sunny days. I think it's going to be raining later. Probably when I have to go out. Because that's how that's how we roll in the UK. Just like, oh yeah, it's lovely. And then until you have to go out, and it's just like, hang on, it was lovely 5 minutes ago. Why are you choosing to rain now? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. It's like Charlie Brown. Do you remember the kid? Can't remember his name. He always had the cloud following over him. That's me. 3781. 3781. Okay, another one done. 3799. 3799. 3799. Pewter grey, very dark. It is indeed a very dark grey. you down. Oh, no, oh no, it's alright. I thought I'd done it really wonky, but it was an illusion. Get in there. But yeah, it'll feel good. I'll be able to dekit, because I'm not really very good at doing post reviews. It's just, it doesn't feel like my jam to just be sitting there going, oh, and here's my trash, and this is my leftover drills, and I didn't run out, I didn't think. 3799. I know when I watch other people's post reviews, I'm just like, I don't care. I don't care if you had leftover drills or ran out of a drill, unless it's every, unless it's like half the drills were missing. 3828, because even if drills run out for one person, no, that's just like sometimes that happens. 3828, and it doesn't mean it's going to happen to you. So yeah, I just really, when I see post reviews, I just want to see either like the finish or the kit down, because I like a kit down, like I like a kitting up. My YouTube radio that I put on in the background when I'm diamond painting or sometimes colouring. Now I tend to only listen to diamond painting videos when I'm diamond painting, and then when I'm colouring, I listen to colouring videos. I don't know why, because most of them are just about having a chat. 3828. Okay, 3829. So, was I going somewhere with that? I don't think I was. 3829. I frequently don't go anywhere with my rambles. Old gold, very dark. See, now whenever I look at that, I'm like, toffee. Why don't DMC label their name their drills, like their colours, toffee? Much better, much more interesting than, what was it? Old gold, very dark. Well, old gold, very dark. You look like toffee to me. Oh yeah, I was talking about kitting down. So yeah, I might even show my finishes, because up till now, all I do when I show my finishes, that just happens in my sort of either a mid-year in review or my year in review, and that's it. I don't show them anywhere else. 3835. So yeah, maybe 3835, which is grape medium. It's funny, all of these labels are on the same template, like position. Some of them are like close to the top. I guess that's just where the printer pulls them through, because I don't think the labels are different positions on the thing. So I guess when you start a printer, it's like it does a little thing and it pulls it in. I guess ever so fractionally. But I have left room. All right, we can get rid of this card. I have left room as a margin for error. So hopefully, well, I guess we'll find out, won't we? 3835. None of these will be off. Otherwise, I might have to put them ever so slightly more in the middle, as opposed to slightly, they're a bit more toppy. Not much, but they favour the top. 3865. 3865. 3865 goes after mocha beige light. Get in there. Right, back on. 844. Well, let's stick with these. Still got a couple of. Oh no, we've got the 5200s there, so let's at least try and keep them roughly grouped. Makes them easier for me. 3857. Rosewood Dark. What is this going past? If you can hear a hum. Oh, it must be one of those road cleaners. Where they vacuum up the. Yeah. It's very noisy, if you can hear that. So the little road sweepers, they come along the edge of the road with a giant vacuum. to pick up. I think actually because it's you know, we're kind of moving into autumn, so there are like leaves falling. They're not. It's not going crazy at the moment, but there are leaves, so they tend to come out a bit more. 23857 to pick up the leaves before it gets out of hand, before it turns into like 2 feet of leaves in the curb. Right, 3857. Right, 3840. 3840. Lavender light. That does not look like. No, a lavender blue light. Okay, so I guess it's like a. I mean, it does look relatively similar. It's obviously definitely blue. No, that is definitely wonky. It's all right. As long as you can peel them off again before they've had a chance to bond with the plastic. They actually come off quite clean. Get in there. What was I talking about? Can't even remember. Lost it. 3840. Just a kitten downs, really, wasn't it? So 5200. Oop. Come on. 5200. I don't want that, yeah. But yeah, I don't think I'll put in, even though it probably would fit in this box, the DAC colours. I think I want to make some dedicated labels. I'm a very visual person, so this one, like, I've got squares so that it's obvious. So I just need to press that down. It was crumpled. I see the squares, so I know that it's squares, and I don't care that these are DAS 5200s unless they've got different facets, but I don't think they do. No. I have some black Diamond Art Studio drills that have different facets. But I have them off in a separate place as well, so that I don't forget. But they'll go in with the Diamond Art Club ones when I do those. Just because, you know, they've got the little pyramid tops. I don't know if they've got the same amount of facets as Diamond Art Club. Doesn't matter. Just they've got the little pyramid tops, and that creates a texture. Like when with these ones, they're all it's either a flat diamond, or a flat square. Flat square on top of it. So it means when you rub your hands across a diamond painting, like it's like a very smooth surface. And so if you have the pyramid ones, it's like when you stroke a velvet cushion, you know, everything will be smooth. But if you go the opposite way, everything stands up. And I do not want that in the middle of my. I can do it on a cushion, but I don't want it in my diamond painting. Right, so 844. So we don't need this one, and probably won't need that one anymore. 844. 844. Beaver Grey Ultra Dark. That looks grey. Beaver Grey Ultra Dark. Get that in there. That's another reason why. Perhaps I should put the labels further. Well, I'm committed now. I creased that one just because I opened it from the middle. It's fine. I'm overthinking it just for a change. I'm definitely overthinking this. Right, so I just mentioned this now because I am pimping this at the moment, and so it's a bit of a drag for people who are here all the time. But for people who aren't here all the time or who are sitting on the fence, I just want to let you know I have set up a Discord, mostly because I'm so over YouTube deciding, and Facebook for that matter, deciding with their algorithm who sees what. Right, 890. I do not like it. So I've started up a Discord because there is no algorithm on Discord. If someone writes me a message or you write me a message, I am guaranteed to see it unless I've turned off notifications myself. You know, it's fine if somebody doesn't listen to me because they've chosen not to and they want a bit of peace and quiet. That's fine. I'm okay with that. But when somebody wants to talk to me or, you know, doesn't mind talking to me sort of thing, then and Facebook or YouTube decides that they won't share my message, then that makes me salty. So there's 2 bags in this because instead of putting the label in, I just had one on the bag. I assume that bag already exists. I don't know why I didn't have it. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't just use the bag with the 890 on. Who knows what goes through my brain at some time. So yeah, I will leave a link to the Discord down in my description if you're interested. So it's just going to be a 892. It's just going to be, well, most of all, it's going to be like a safe place. Just most of all, like don't come there looking for a fight. I'm not going to be putting up with your nonsense. Right? It's just be a grown up. You can do it. You can act like a grown up and use your manners and not just have internet fights. So it's going to be a safe place, and it's going to be a place where obviously we can talk about all our crafting stuff, because obviously I'll have my colouring channel people there as well. I do have a colouring channel, and that's linked below. Everything is always linked below. When in doubt, look in the description. And so, but the nice thing about Discord is you can customize it. So if you're not interested in adult colouring, or my adult colouring people aren't interested in diamond painting, they can just mute the channel and it disappears. You don't have to see it even in your list. 894, which is Carnation Very Light. And so it's a very customizable system. So you can talk about your crafts, you can talk about your hobbies, be an off-topic place. And the other place is if you are a creator, then you are welcome to join. And we have, I'm setting up a whole little, like literally I've just been setting this up. So this is a very, very new Discord. So manage expectations appropriately. When you turn up and find there's not many people there, that's because it's only just been launched. So, but yeah, I do have a creators corner. You won't be able to see it. It's invite only. Because obviously you need to have a channel. It doesn't have to be just a YouTube channel. If you are active on Instagram and things like that, you just have to be a creator, because it's all about that's going to be a support network for just, you know, for when YouTube or Instagram or whatever just does the dirty on you and doesn't push your videos or stuff like that. It's just a place for creators to, you know, have like-minded people there who understand what it's like to the work involved, but also like the mental taxation it can have when you've worked really hard on a video and then nobody watches it. I fully anticipate for this. I spent hours doing these labels. There's going to be like 20 people watch my video, but you know, it happens. So yeah, come and check it out. The link I have is only going to, at the moment, the way I'm doing it is I'm actually not listing it publicly. I don't know if I'm going to keep it that way. So there's a directory feature on Discord. To search for it, you would have to search for it by name. So, you know, it's not like you get complete randoms just wandering in. But at the same time, I'm a bit precious about it at the moment because we're so small. I don't want anything to... You know what it's like when you're just starting something. You're trying to get something off the ground, and if something goes wrong, like it's worse than if something went wrong sort of a year from now. Do you know what I mean? If something left a bad taste in people's mind. Does that make sense? No, in their mouths. I don't know. But you know, it has more impact when you've not got any relationship with the place. So if something goes horribly wrong and you're left with a bad feeling because some weirdo from the internet joined the group and caused trouble, that's going to have a bigger impact than if it happened 9:05, if it happened after you've been in the group for a year, because you know that's not usually what it's like. That's the point I was going to make. It because you don't know what it's like when you're new to a group. You don't know what's normal and what's not. Right? What did I say? 9:06. No, that's not on that one. Where's 9:06? Parrot green medium. So at the moment, the links that I create are only valid for 7 days, and then they expire, and then that stops all the bots, because bots trawl YouTube for stuff like that. And what I'll do is if the link has expired, then just go to my latest video, and an up-to-date link will be there. If there isn't a next video, let's just say I slack Parish Assault, and there's 8 days between my video and the link's expired, I will come back to this post and update the link as well. So there will always be a link somewhere, but it'll always be in like the latest one. And that link, like I say, that link does expire after 7 days. It will not be valid. But yeah, I want to keep it safe. Right, I need more bags. Want to keep it a nice, safe place. And you'll be able to post your pictures of your whips, or your memes, your cat videos. 9:07, which sometimes are the same thing. 9:07. And also, if you've got your own pets, there's a little pets corner. I did put in the description of that. If you don't have a pet and you want to post a picture, right, give me that bag. Then you can post a picture of your favourite plant, your favourite plushie. It's just for fun. So I should get I've got a pet. I don't have any pets. I'll post a picture of my pet rock. Just get that started. I might have already done it by now, considering what the delay is like, because obviously I've got to edit this video, and sometimes I'm not always the fastest at editing, so I'm not sure how quickly this will go up on the channel. Hopefully soon, but you never know with me. But yeah, come along to the Discord, and that's the only thing I'm saying. Just sort of temper expectations, because this is the early days. 9:20, copper medium, so there may not be many people when you arrive, and there may not be many posts when you arrive, but that hopefully will all change. I'm giving it till Christmas. If it's a dead zone by Christmas, then I'll just can it because it's not going to work. It doesn't need to be a thriving metropolis. I said the big word. But, just... how did I manage that? I cut it off, and yet somehow I managed to not actually... it couldn't get any closer. I don't know if you can see. It couldn't get any closer to where the sticky was. There we go. Copper medium. Like that. Yeah, but hopefully you can be there from the early days, and it's a good time. If you're not sure how Discord runs, if you're not on Discord, it's very easy to join. You just it's got a web page, and it's got an app for your phone and for your computer. 9:11, and it's a bit like Facebook groups, but also it's a bit more dynamic. It's a bit more like a more natural conversation, like everything runs onto each other, and you can split things off into something they call threads, where you can like take a specific conversation about, say you're talking about I don't know, bananas, and like there's 4 of you talking about bananas, and nobody else is going to be interested about bananas. They're talking about something else, and you're like, do you know what, let's just move this conversation into a thread, and we can talk about bananas there, and everybody can still see the conversation if they want, but it becomes an optional way to join the conversation, as opposed to everybody going, oh, why are they still talking about bananas? I'm so over bananas. They've been talking about bananas for 3 days. So yeah, you can do things like that. It's very customizable. But yeah, it's a good time, because obviously it's going to be quiet. So if you feel intimidated by learning, you know, and you joining a community that's already done, you're getting in, and you know, right at the start. 3326. Nah, and I'll put my 3 3s. That was is it up here? 3326. Rose light. Yes, it is pink. There. I am also I've decided to do. I've been putting it off and putting it off because do you know what? It's such a job to do. It's like a chaotic job. But I'm like, right, I'm in the mood because that's the reason I've put this off, because it's just such a fiddly thing. I was making my labels and all this sort of thing. And then I found these tea boxes. And I was just like, I cannot put this off anymore. It's just, they're taking up space, and they may as well take up space with drills in. But yeah, I'm going to be doing my stash video. Well, videos. It's more than one. I'm not one of these people that's got like, oh, I've got 300 diamond paintings. Oh, I do not have that many. 3326. I've been obviously diamond painting for a few years now, so I do have a reasonable stash. I'm not going to show my hang on, 3024. I'm not going to show my sus diamond paintings in it. 3024. Grey, brown, grey, very light. Yep, okay. That I bought, you know, because back in the early days, everybody buys, well, not everybody, but most people probably bought at least one dodgy diamond painting from a recent, you know. For me, initially, I did not know that if something was on Amazon, that didn't make it 100% safe. So I'd see all these diamond paintings. I bought some Disney ones and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, no, it's from Amazon, it's fine. Because it's not that I didn't know about illegal artwork. It's because that is rampant in the colouring community as well. But I didn't make that association. And then I went to AliExpress, which I didn't really know much about AliExpress now. I do like AliExpress. But it's a bit of the Wild West. Like, some things are good there and some things are not good. Okay, that's getting a bit fat, so I'm not sure. It's okay at the top, but they're fat at the bottom. Oh, 2 sirens in one day. I don't know what's going on. I just let him go past. And that time it was an ambulance. 3326. 3326. Oh no, I've already done 3326. I've got another 32. Right, that's fine. I did not know. 3326. Pretty much the same. Didn't actually matter if they wasn't, because I don't mind mixing my colours unless it's something really extreme. Unless it's something like 4 shades off and too dark or whatever, you know, and it looks like it's literally a different colour, then my shades, I don't mind if they are mixed. Go there. Right. Can't remember what I was talking about before the siren came through. Right, 3865. Oh yeah, 3865. It was the yeah, the stash video. Oh my god, it's just like, because I have everything in, right, so I've got 3685, not 38. I have a bit of dyslexia there, number dyslexia. 3685. It is mauve, very dark. Yes. So yeah, I've just like, everything is piled in the cupboards like Jenga. And every now and again, I'll go in and sort out the cupboard so the Jenga doesn't fall, but it's still Jenga. So I won't be showing, yeah, the diamond paintings that I still have incomplete. I also did a couple of those, you know, PR packages and stuff like that. They don't send them to me anymore. I started refusing them, so I guess they got the message. But right, okay, get out. What was I saying? So yeah, so I won't do the, you know, non-licensed kits, which are mostly sitting there unloved. But I swear one day I'm going to grit my teeth 3685 in here somewhere. 36. After that, do you know what? I might bring just these couple forward then, because that's getting a bit full. Remember, consider that, you know, they need room to grow. We want them to have plenty of room. But so yeah, I've been diamond painting for a couple of years, and so I have a stash, and it's nothing wild. It all fits in one cupboard. 934, and it is not a big cupboard. It's more like an old wardrobe type thing. So yeah, but it's still a bind dealing with Jenga to get all the diamond paintings out. Because what I'll do is I'll do my diamond art clubs. I don't know how many I've got of them. I don't have it. Maybe 20. Something like that. And then I've got some Dreamer Designs. I've got some Diamond Art Studio ones. I think Diamond Art Studio probably the company I've got the most for outside of Diamond Art Club. 934. Come on, 934. In here, there. And then I've got some. What have I got? I've got a couple of 743. A couple of diamond paintings from licensed sellers, but like very small ones. Some of which are gone out of business, because it's not an easy business to be in. So 743. So for one thing or another. So like I've got some of those, and yeah, there's a fair few. I've probably got, I don't know, maybe about 50 diamond paintings in that region, something like that. So it's a healthy stash, and I'm starting to feel that I'm getting full. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes, like I'm quite a slow diamond painter, so they're always going to go. If I just buy normally, they're always going to go up faster than I diamond paint, because that's just the way I am, and I'm okay with that to a degree. But there comes a point. I'm quite a simple person, really. Like there's only so many things that I want to have, and I mean the reason I buy from Diamond Art Club mostly at the moment now is 743 is due to Yume Art and the Disney. I mean, I might have been able to wean myself off of Diamond Art Club by now if it wasn't for the Disney ones. They've only just started to come, and I'm a huge Disney fan. 754. So no surprise what some of the paintings are going to be of in my stash. But yeah, it's a healthy one, and I don't mind to still add to it, but it would be very modestly now, because I feel like I'm satisfied. I feel like I'm satisfied with the size of my stash. Like I would have like, that was almost not worth it. I'd have like, you know, it's a few years. It's not a crazy amount of years, but I've got a few years to keep me quiet. To be honest, a lot of my buying so far this year has been not panic buying exactly, but because of the tariffs and everything, it's just like, yeah, no, I want to make sure I've got some. I want to make sure I'm good for a while, even though what we're doing, right? This one, you know, just to, I don't know, it's just like fear of missing out, isn't it? 762. So I just got a bunch of paintings that I probably wouldn't have bought yet. Though some of them I would have for sure, because it was my birthday. So I always get some for my birthday and Christmas. So that's the reason why I thought I would do my stash video now, because I'm not going to be buying any more, I don't think. I'm not anticipating buying any more diamond paintings until maybe Black Friday, if there's something that catches my eye. But if I do, then those Black Friday purchases, I always give those to my other half, and he gives them back to me for Christmas. Because that's how he goes. It's just like, oh, I want to buy you a present. What do you want? And I'm like, well, I'm not letting you loose to just buy something unsupervised. So let me just buy the present, and then here you go. Here's arrived. Right, here you go. Now you can give it back to me in 2 months. And that's what we do. But it works. I get the diamond paintings I want, and he gets to give me a present that I appreciate, which makes him happy as well. 791. So yeah, I'm not anticipating really getting anything until Christmas now. Christmas or the New Year. I mean, even if I buy myself some Black Friday ones. Well, the thing is, if I buy some Black Friday ones from some of the smaller companies, like they're made to order anyway, so I probably wouldn't get them till Christmas. That's what happened last year. I bought a few from the one from the Diamond Art last Black Friday, and I think I got them the week before Christmas. So it's just like they're as good as being Christmas presents as well, aren't they? 791. Okay. Right, I think what we'll do is we'll just move these back, and that can be in the back section. Get down there. Stop fighting me. And then we'll move this one here. And it feels like we've got room to... No, they're all mixed up. I don't know how yeah. It's just me. Wow. Are we at an hour already? 792. I always underestimate how long this will take. I think maybe right, let me just 792. Let me just do this one. I think I might have to split this into 2 halves, because look, I've got loads left. It's not even close to being done. Yeah, I might have to do this in 2 halves. We'll just consider this part 1, and yeah, I'll come back and do part 2. There'll be a week apart when I post them or something. 2 videos means twice the editing. I'm not good with editing. It's not my favourite part, though I am better with it now. I used to be really quite obsessive with editing, and I would, like the sirens that went past earlier, I would edit them out, and I would be like and I would edit it out. Whereas now, really, the only things I tend to edit out is if there's a big pause, like and I mean a big pause, like 10 seconds. I'm like, what's going on? And also, was that a drill? No, that was just a bit of stuff. Well, it was a bit of drill, but it was a bit of trash drill. So, and yeah, and something like this, I might edit out 796. But what I do still edit out is is my sneezes. If I sneeze, oh my god, because I'm not one of these little ones. I was talking about this the other day. I'm not one of these sneezers. Like when I sneeze, like the whole street knows about it. So I always edit them out, because like I'm pretty sure they would just give everybody a heart attack. It's just like this huge jump scare down the video. Let's not do that. People get angry with me. Angry on the internet. Oh, frisky. So I think, yes, what I'm going to do is I am going to put this here, 796. There we go. And now, does that feel like half? I mean, if I don't wibble at the start of the video, because I was showing all my labels and stuff, then I could probably get that done. So keep your eyes out for part 2, where we can carry on talking absolute nonsense. And I will probably repeat myself frequently. Thanks for watching. Leave me a thumbs up on the way out the door. Don't forget, there's links to everything in the description. See you all again soon. Bye for now. Bye.